Hello guys, so today we are going to learn about how we can track weather using our React native application. So for that, first visit in this API, which is weatherapi.com, and here you can get your weather API for free. Though they have some pricing plans also. So if you have some commercial need, then you can go uh, here also. But in the free one, they are providing uh, fairly enough for just practice and development. You can see here it's like up to it's up to 1 lakh or something like that calls per month. Okay, so you can use this one. Okay, so they are also providing docs. So all you need to do is just go there and create your own account. It's pretty simple and straightforward, and there you will get your API key, through which you will be authenticated for getting whatever data they are offering. Okay, so this is their base API, base URL. So let's go to our code. So there in the description I have linked down this two files, which is just a boilerplate for starting this application. One is this app.js and one is this index.txt. Okay, so instead of just writing all the things from scratch, this will make the video length much longer. So just you can just take this up from here and this one from here. Okay, but before that you need to install some of the packages, otherwise it won't run. So so for that, go to the um, go to your browser and just search for React Native Paper, and from there you can just install these things. I'm going to link this down in the description, and you can just simply run this command. Maybe this would not work, then you can simply write something like npm install react native dash force. If it is not installing like normally, then you can just use dash force dash force. Okay, and the last, or I'm also going to list down all the commands in the description. Okay, and for installing React Native vector icon, you can just simply use this command. You can just simply npm install React Native vector icons. You can use that. Okay, and in the module export, you have to add this in your babel.config.js. These are pretty straightforward. You can just go ahead and just you can see. Okay, and for installing these vector icons, you need to go to their GitHub page, and there they are showing like you need to change something in build.grid also. So you need to add all this file, all these things. Okay, so this is it. You need to install all these things before getting into before copying all the things and pasting it in there. And after adding all these things and configuring all the packages and all, you need to restart your application. Okay, so so I have already created one application, created one project for myself, and just copied all the codes whatever I have given to you in app.js. Whatever you got in this app.txt file, you just copy that code and paste it in your app.js file, and whatever you have there in index.js file, you have to just copy whole code and paste it in there here. Okay, so and then you can simply um, build that and run. Okay, so let me so I have already done that project. So to save some time, let's start that. So you can see here, this is our bare bone structure, and I haven't done anything fancy over here. It's like simple code. If you know a little bit of React Native, then also you can understand. I've just added the scroll view and the card, which is coming from React Native Paper. If you want another separate tutorial regarding React Native Paper, then just comment me down so that I can make a separate video on this one, because this is pretty much a huge topic regarding React Native Paper, this configuration and all. So I'll make a dedicated video on that. So I'm just using your scroll view, under that these things. Okay, and related stylings are there, just bare minimum stylings. I haven't done anything fancy over here. And UI is also, you can see, very much simple, because UI is not our main concern over here. So first thing first, what we are going to do, we are going to add a refresh controller over here. Okay, um, so for that, refresh controller means what we see, like when you just pull down our screen in any mobile app, you can see something like a spinner rolling around, that is called pull to refresh. Okay, so for that, first we need to add refresh control. So just go there in your refresh control React Native, and in there you can see here how to add refresh control. You just have to import this refresh control from the top. Okay, and you have to just put it over here. Okay, so for that, first you need to make a state over here. So for that, first use something like this over here, and use state comma use effect. Okay, and you can also use callback. These three things are necessary over here. Okay, now here use state, and first one is refreshing, and initial state will be false. Okay, and here in the scroll view you can use on refresh control, and there we can just add this one, refresh control, like this. Okay, and there you need to use something like enable, enabled is equal to true. Okay, and one more thing is there, which is refreshing. For now, just to see demo, I'm putting it as true. Okay, and the third thing is on refresh. There we need a callback over here. You can see here const on refresh is equal to use callback. Okay, and then console.log, and this on refresh will be going here. Okay, so just save it, just open your application. So now you can see here, I'm just going to just set as true, but still it is not there. Let me reload that. Now you can see here it is showing something like this. Reloading is going on and on and on. So if I'm just going to put something like this over here, now if I'm just going to put something like this, okay, so now what I'm going to use, instead of this refreshing, I'm using here something like refreshing variable, which is this one. So by default it will be false. Okay, so now you can just going to use this. Sorry, now it will be going like this. So if I'm going to see it here, you can see here, if I'm just refreshing it here, you can see here one hello is printing out over there. Okay, so here all the logic will, sorry, logic will go, And as soon as we are done with our APIs, we are just going to make this refresh as false. Okay, so let's make our API call right now. Okay, so create one more file over here, which is API calls.js, and make a function over there, whether data, something like that. Okay, and there we can use something like this, and here we can just pass the city name. For here I'm not using any name because we are just hard coding that data, which is Asansol over here. Okay, so so now I'm just using this I'm just returning your new promise over here so that we can just take that data over here, go there, reject, comma, resolve. Okay, wait, there's some problem there. Return. Okay, resolve, comma, reject. Okay, sorry, here's a problem. New promise will be something like this. Otherwise, it can give some error. Okay, okay. So now we are just going to use something like fetch API. This will be, so make this as async, so we can make our asynchronous call over here. So const data is equal to await await fetch API call, and then the first we are just going to use something URL over here. So we are having this one. So just copy this one as your base URL, and in the slash put this current.json. Okay. Now, and after that we are just going to put something like query parameter over here. Query parameter, and in there we can just use Asansol or whatever city you are in. Okay. And then we need to pass our header, which is key colon your API key. Okay, which I'll be adding later on, just to show you something. Okay. Then we need to make it under try catch block. Try catch block. Paste it over here, and here we can just resolve this data. And so to do so, we can use something called again const uh, weather data is equal to data.json, and after that we are going to get this data. Again, these things will again go in try catch block, so you can just cut it from there and paste it over here. And here we need to reject this one, reject with an error, and again here also we need to reject that with an error, right? So save it over here, and from here we are just going to get this data.json into weather data, and we are just going to resolve it over here with weather data. Okay, so now we are, hope we are done with this one. Okay, so this key, hold on, we are going to give this one, and so far so good. And now in the app.js we are going to import that. Wait a minute. I just forgot to export that. Need to export this weather data. Exports dot weather data. Now we can just import it over here. Import something from dot slash API calls, and that we are going to have this weather data. Now this weather data will go on here. Weather data dot just called here weather data dot then, and means this one will go when the promise is fulfilled. Then we're just going to get this data over here, and it's dot catch, and there we get some error, and this, and this data will go on over here. Okay, and you can just log it like weather data. Okay, so after getting this weather data, and we can then dot catch um as this done. Okay, so let's do it over again. On refresh, we are going to get those data. So let's run this again. So now I will have this. Yeah. So now when I just refresh it over here, we will get some data, or we are just going to get some error. Again, it is coming like hello. It is not reloaded, I guess. Now I can see here error. API key is invalid or not provided. Means we haven't provided our API key. So let me pause this video, and I'm going to add this API key. Okay. So you need to add your API key over there where I have described it. Where I have told you. Okay. So hello guys, there is a little mistake which I have done over here. So there we are not going to add this header like this. I just made some mistake over here. So while debugging, I just got this one. So you need to put something like this, and over here, and just you need to put something like key, colon, and here you need to put your API key. Okay. So now after adding that API, you will start getting response like this. Okay, this one. Okay, so now if I'm just going to refresh my screen like this, we will see some message will some response will go over here. Well, I think it is not reloaded. That's why. So now let's check again. I can see here whenever I'm reloading, you can get this uh, weather. Okay, so if you just closely look into this one, we have this current key. In that we have something like condition. In that we have text which is partly cloudy, so we can add it over here. Okay, so weather condition will be something here. So we are going to add something like weather condition will be something like data.current .condition.text. Okay, data.current condition.text. Okay, data.current.condition.text. We are going to get this partly cloudy. Next thing is temperature. Now we are just going to get temperature. We can have something like data dot, again you can see over here where is we are getting temperature. Current, inside current feels like C, we are getting temperature, right? And inside current, inside that we are getting in feels like underscore C, we are getting temperature. So next thing what we want here is temperature we got, feels like also we got. Yeah, that's it. So next thing we need to create two hooks more here. uh, so in here we are going to use this temp, and in here let's make it as please wait, and then one more use state over here and make it as make it something like please wait, and then we are going to set it over here, set weather condition as something this one. One more thing, set temperature as this. Just delete this and just save it over here. So then you can just see over here, you can just poke it anywhere. Temperature, weather condition. Now if I just save it and just see over here again, so now you can see it is saying something like please wait, and now if I just refresh it, you'll see something like this. So this is going to update your data, okay, after refreshing. So we need to do something over here also, like setting this refreshing to false after this one. Set refreshing to false. Okay, at starting let's set refreshing to true. Okay, so now let's, so you can see here, now we need to make this when application starts also, so make it a use effect. There we can use this one as this, and here we can use on refresh. Now let's close this application now. Okay, and if we're just going to launch it again, you can see on load it will automatically load up that data. Okay, So, so this is it for this video. If you like this video, do hit a like and subscribe to YouTube channel. In case if you have any doubt, then do ping me on Instagram. uh, I will definitely help it out. Okay.